Addicts Music Group. Lab Addicts Music Group. Lab Addicts Music Group.
What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? It's your boy Maas. It's Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Productive. I did. Before we go any further, we got to give thanks to the Most High for allowing us to see another day, see another sunrise, see another sunset, and to love on the people that we love, that we cherish. Now, with that being said, we can get on with the show. Looks like I'm being shadow banned. Am I being shadow banned? Ain't nobody in here. But tonight's show is entitled Silence Warnings, DMX Prodigy and the Secrets of the Industry. Now, before we go any further, the views expressed in the two videos that we will be watching and we will be having a dialogue on are not my views. It's not my views. These videos, we're talking about two of the MCs that during the 90s were two of the best MCs that were out, that were coming out. Prodigy, before he started doing his solo thing, he was a part of Mob Deep, or the infamous Mob. First name was Infamous Mob, then it changed to Mob Deep. And I wouldn't say that when he was Prodigy, I'm speaking, I wouldn't say that he was talking about the things that he started delving into as a solo artist. He wasn't the artist that he was in Mobb Deep wasn't the artist that he became when he went solo. And I listened to Mobb Deep and DMX basically on a daily basis all throughout the 90s. And both DMX and Prodigy met untimely demises. Prodigy had 7 solo albums. 7 solo albums. HNIC, The Return of the Mac, HNIC Part 2, HNIC Part 3, Albert Einstein, Bumpy Johnson album, and the album that I'm listening to now. It's been out. I've been listening to it, but I just really, really got back into it. The Hegelian Dialect, Book of Revelation. And this was the album that he put out right before he passed away. I would say that the Hegelian dialect and HNIC are probably his two most critically acclaimed solo albums, as well as those seven solo albums. He had eight albums that he put out as a part of Mobb Deep with Havoc, and those started out with Juvenile Hell, the infamous Hell on Earth, Murder Music, Infamy, America's Nightmare, Blood Money, and the infamous Mobb Deep, which was their final album as a, they were gritty underground rappers. And they birthed groups that came out. Capone and Noriega for one, they were a part of that. And once Mobb Deep stopped doing group albums is when Prodigy, when he went to jail. Prodigy went to jail, and when he came back from jail, he had wrote a book and he had put a lot of information out. And his views changed on a lot of things. And I got a couple of videos, and we're gonna take a look at them. And then you also have DMX. DMX put out 8 albums between 1998 and 2021. DMX did a lot of firsts while he was rapping and relevant. I would say that DMX is still relevant. Still relevant. And some of the highlights of DMX are his debut album is Dark and Hell is Hot, which came out in 1998, went 4 times platinum. He was the first artist to have 5 consecutive #1 albums on the Billboard 200. And he is the only rapper to release 2 #1 albums in the same year. 2 #1 albums in 1 year. DMX also acted. He was the star of Belly. He was the star of Romeo Must Die, Exit Wounds, and Cradle to the Grave. Just like Prodigy, DMX went to jail. And when he went to jail, he became very, very introspective. He did a lot of research. He did a lot of writing as well when he was locked up. And when he came out, just like Prodigy, he was very defiant. And he was speaking on things that other people weren't speaking on. He was speaking on people about things that he saw within the industry. He was talking directly to individuals just as Prodigy was. These 2 videos that I have, very, very deep. And if you're a hip hop head like me, then you'll get some enjoyment out of hearing these words from DMX and from Prodigy. And a lot of these videos, I don't think they were really, really meant to be for public consumption. because some of the stuff that they're speaking on is very, very deep and very, very relevant in terms of what's going on in the climate of today's hip hop. And you may wonder why I have those pictures of Jay-Z and Diddy and all of those pictures of them together on the thumbnail. But when you watch these videos, you'll understand why I put those up there. Because Jay-Z came out and said that him and Puff Daddy really weren't friends. They weren't as close as it was portrayed. And I beg to differ because those pictures that I showed you, they all come from all different time periods in both of their hip hop careers. So they've been linked for a long time, unbeknownst to the general public. Now, as I stated before, the views expressed in these videos are not mine. I saw these things and I thought that they were things that we should watch together, have a discussion. Before I go any further, before we get into the videos, I gotta give a shout out. Camille, what's going on? Jug, what's going on? I gotta give a shout out to Scorp Mama. Scorp Mama made this shirt for me. Now, if Scorp Mama's cold, Scorp Mama is cold with that sewing machine, y'all. So y'all need to go check out Scorpio Mom. I call her Scorp Mom. I call her Scorp. I don't even say the mom. I call her Scorp. But y'all need to go check out Scorpio Mama's page and see some of the stuff that she's created because she got some really, really nice things. And yeah, Scorp Mama got me ready for man. She made me a Cowboys shirt. Stand up so y'all can see it. Yeah, yeah. So shouts out to Scorpio Mama Scorp. Well, yeah, making this Cowboys button down for me. It's my new game day shirt. It's my new game day shirt. So shouts out to Scorp Mama. Shouts out to everybody watching on Instagram. Shouts out to everybody watching on X. Shouts out to everybody watching on the Freaking TV. My people in Nigeria, my people in South Korea. Shouts out to all my people watching on Facebook. And last but not least, most definitely, shouts out to everybody watching on YouTube, the MA family, and everybody that's coming in. But yeah, we're gonna have this conversation on these two videos that I'm about to show you. Now, things that are said in these videos are very, very wild. So, with now the first video is 8 minutes, and this is just Prodigy. This is just Prodigy. But I want y'all to pay close attention to the things that they say. And and we're gonna have a discussion about this after the video. We may have a discussion after both the videos are played, but I'll be jumping in with different things as the videos go. So I got a poll. Check the poll out. Has your view of Puffy, Diddy, the Diddler, has it changed since the beginning of the trial? I'm gonna leave that one up for probably the first 30 or 40 minutes to see what happens on that one. And then I have another poll that I'm gonna post after that one. That's do you think Puffy will be exonerated? Has your view of Puffy changed since the beginning of the trial? The first poll, and then the second poll, which will be about 45 minutes, will be do you think Puff Daddy will be exonerated? So, with that being said, oh yeah, yeah. Shouts out to Camille. We did a shout out for she's trying to get to 10,000 subscribers on TikTok. And woo, since the last show, she has I think received over 300 or 400 new subscribers. So shouts out to everybody who went and checked out Camille's TikTok page and subscribe because yeah, she got 400 new subscribers. Maybe more than that. I know it's not less than that. Maybe more than that. But yeah, yeah. Shouts out to Camille for she's trying to get to 10,000. She'll be at 10,000 in about a week. She'll be at 10,000 in about a week. So with that being said, Prodigy and his view of the industry.
uh, Sean Puffy Combs, P. Diddy, to watch the artists that was connected with P. Diddy, and then it just grew. What they were doing was profiling black people that were making money in the music industry, even if they wasn't committing any crimes. A lot of times people say, you're a conspiracy theorist, you watch too many movies or something like that, you know? But a lot of stuff I was learning was very real. And we're supposed to be out here everything is fine, life goes on. During my trial, we had gotten in contact with this guy who actually started the hip hop task force. The hip hop task force was like a myth. You know, it was a myth until my case. And there's been an ongoing conspiracy theory that there's an agenda to take down rich black men. What do you say to that theory? I think that as long as we have seen this country, that blacks that have been prominent and now wealthy and prominent have been targeted because it's easy to go after them. You are even prettier in person. There's a reason ball boys make especially attentive. I'm on some new shit. Now, how you feel? Now, I'm just really expressing myself to the fullest. I'm a changed person, man. But I'm letting you know right now. That's what time it is, man. You're going to start hearing more shit in my rounds about the government, politics, about crooked motherfuckers in this world. And I'm exposing everybody. I don't give a no more. But some cops lied on me. So I'm tired of it, man. So when I'm on the radio and I say, yo, they turning me into Malcolm X right now, that's what I'm talking about, man. The government killed Pac. The feds had something to do with it. They set that nigga up. And they had something to do with Biggie getting killed too. And then they tried to make it look like a rap. And when the bigger fish I'm talking about is this motherfucking government, this corrupt ass system, and these motherfucking cops. Like beefing with Supreme, and whoever and the set pop up, I ain't even gonna say no names. They know who they are. Basically, what I'm trying to say is beefing with all these street niggas. And yo, we need to get together and go at the government, son, the military, all these motherfuckers that's corrupting our minds, our brains, the Food and Drug Administration, Hollywood, you name it, healthcare, everything. Everything is connected. It's all crooked. They promoting race war. They promoting religious war. They got us out here protesting, arguing for shit that's not even what we should be protesting, arguing for. I've been working on this album for the past 3 years. It's a 3 album project. So the one that's out right now is just the first one.
Now, this is back in 2017 when the Hegelian dialect came out. And he said it's 3 parts, and he's worked on all 3. So 2 of these albums haven't even came out yet. And I'm wondering if his family is going to release those albums. I hope they do. Because I want to hear the Hegelian dialect. I want to hear how that whole project went, as opposed to just the first album. And the first album is dope. First album is dope.
It's a perfect fit to what's happening. You know what I mean? Even like on the album cover, like you know what I'm saying? Just the album cover is just dealing with me trying to be a spiritual good person and do the right thing for myself in this world, and then also dealing with all the craziness, politics, and everything else we deal with. These companies, big corporations, laws, judicial system, you know what I mean? There's a lot of ignorant people out there protest. They're doing a lot of crazy ignorance. They're protesting for a lot of the wrong things at the wrong time. They're going about it the wrong way. Anything that stops free speech is not good. I have no fear in losing my life. You understand what I'm saying? You want to assassinate me? You want to assassinate my character? You want to do whatever you want to do? Do it. I dare you. You know what I'm saying? My army is strong in the street. Like right now, I'm snitching on the government. I'm snitching on the Illuminati. I'm snitching on the military. I'm snitching on the religion. I'm snitching on some bro. I'm on my how I should have been back in the early 90s. But it's never too late. Don't believe me. Go out there and research the facts yourself, and you see what I'm saying.
Shouts out to Scorpio, Scorp Mama. Scorp, I done gave Scorp. I had to cut in. Scorp Mama, I appreciate you making this shirt for me. I love it. I done told everybody go to your page, check you out, cause yeah, Scorp Mama's thunderous. She's thunderous with that sewing machine. So go check Scorp Mama out.
It's nothing but righteous. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time to be spreading lies. I ain't got time for lies. I'm building an army, man. I got an army in the street. You want to join my army? Everybody's welcome. I don't give a fuck what color you are, what culture you from, what religion you believe in. It ain't about that. It's all about you a positive and negative person, son. You know what I'm saying? The tour poster's here.
Yo, it is man. Before we continue, please remember to drop a like, drop a like. Let's let this video go viral so more people can be aware. Let more people be aware of what's going on. Do not make Prodigy sacrifice go in vain. He put his life on the line to make these videos. Do not make his sacrifice go in vain, man, because he could have lived a regular life and just be happy with all his wealth. He chose.
Prodigy is probably the only person in the history of the world to die from choking on an egg, allegedly. He died from choking on the egg.
To sacrifice his life to enlighten us, man. So drop a like so more people can see. You don't even gotta subscribe, man. I don't care about subscriber really. Just drop a like so more people can see this video, man. But on another note, Prodigy was letting us know back in the days that they were a task force invented in his time to take down a lot of rappers and celebs, and it's still going on right now. What you see happening to Diddy, that's exactly going on, man. Diddy should have went out a long time ago, long time, man. But Diddy made deals with the devil. That's why Diddy was free even in 2020, 2021, and all because he made deals. But Diddy was doing the devil work. He was a handler. He was initiating a lot of people in the industry. A lot of these rappers came on the Diddy wings and got initiated to spread agenda of darkness, made music to create destruction amongst men, to tell you that you should hurt your brother and you should go to war and do stuff that is not right. Y'all gotta understand that it's pulling these strings and use desperate men.
A lot of y'all may not know this, but you know, after school when it was coming up, before his Mob Deep, they used to come to my office after school at Uptown, and you know, I just took a love and a liking to him, you know. And I just wanted to make sure they was protected and it was right. I was like the first cat in the industry that really had an office and everything, you know what I'm saying? For young cats to come in and get that vibe, you know. Man, like you talking about Prodigy, that's probably one of the nicest cats, you know what I'm saying, that I've known and had a chance to meet. Extremely talented. And that's my personal Prodigy story. Like, rest in peace. We love you. You know, we will miss you. We're going to keep rocking for you, baby. Peace to Prodigy. R.I.P.
I read some of your letters, man, because you know a lot of them hit the internet, man. One of the things you were talking about a lot while you were in prison was a lot of the conspiracy theory stuff, Illuminati stuff. Do you still believe that?
Yeah, it's real.
Talk to me about, because I remember. Can we bring this up real quick? It's just it's from your letter. I'm going to read it. It says the exact moment in time when I discovered the entire planet was being lied to, and was put upon a spell to keep us unaware of it was back in 1996, around the time Biggie got locked up for the tech in his house. And then there was something else here that I thought was interesting. You said Jay-Z knows the truth, but he chose sides with evil in order to
For
get
sure,
into
Scorp.
corporate.
For sure,
Jay-Z
for sure,
conceals the
Scorp.
truth from the black community and promotes the lifestyle of the beast instead. When first of all, a lot of people, there's a lot of talk of Illuminati, like that there's certain rappers in the Illuminati. You know, Jay-Z, Kanye, and so, you believe that they're rappers in the Illuminati? No, you don't believe that? Okay. So how do you see sort of the role that these conspiracy theories play? Like how is the black community being controlled for this?
Just through food, the environment, medication, branding. It's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of, you can go down the whole line. It's a whole web, network of things. You know what I mean? That's what I believe. You know what I mean? People are definitely being manipulated. You know what I mean? It's a business.
And what can you do as an artist? What can we do as media to change that?
We could, just be rebellious and speak about it.
Yeah.
Just be rebellious. Speak about it. Now, that was just the beginning. That was like a warm up to the video that I'm going to show you all next. That video was a warm up. Do we believe that there's a invisible hand that's manipulate? I mean, I don't. Ice Cube said that there is. Ice Cube came out and admitted that basically the music that they were making, they were instructed to make destructive music towards the community. So I don't think it's about if it's the truth or not. It's about, do you believe it? Do you believe that there are people out there that want the worst for certain groups of people? And basically they lead them to destruction with music and art and different things. Do we believe that? Scorp said, poor Diddy. Poor Diddy? Poor Diddy, Scorp Mama? Now, this next video that I'm gonna play it's about 35 minutes long. But it's deep. And this video will explain, just like Prodigy said in the beginning of that video. He said that the hip hop task force was created to watch Diddy and Jay-Z and the artists that were associated with them. Why was that? Why was that? And I think the second video is going to give you I don't know if it's going to be a clear understanding. It was pretty clear to me. And that's the reason that I wanted everybody to take a look at this, because, you can form your own opinions. And like I said, the views that are expressed in these two videos are not my views. These are the views of Prodigy and DMX. Were they talking about Jay-Z and Diddy? I think that's the first question that I want to ask you all is, were DMX and Prodigy talking about Jay-Z and Puff Daddy? Scorp said the enemy had Puff Daddy's mind gone.
This is PodCon, the first fully immersive sleep system. Intelligent.
I'm a grown up man, and I ain't got time to be playing no kid games, man. So once
At the University of Tennessee
Oh,
at
come
Martin,
on.
you'll graduate with more than a degree. You'll graduate with
I'm sorry, y'all.
Experiment. Know what it's about, you know?
You're saying your music can send some of it to one.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me, I think people are curious how a guy you've sold how many records?
28 million.
And made millions of dollars.
Yeah.
How did you end up?
I think I think everyone who's watching knows how I ended up in there. The industry is full of homo hate niggas. It's like they got this new breed of rapper that's paying DJs to play this. And, you know what I'm saying? They sucking the record label executive. It's like there's too much of that going on. You know what I'm saying? Let me be me. Let me be the artist that I am and just play my music. The objective is to keep you blind. So along with the handcuffs in your arms, you got shackles in your mind.
How did that was? Well, you know, last got signed by the, even though I bought the last four battles, you know, they got signed, they were safer, you know, by side them. And it was a blessing and a curse because they were sure they were happy when I get signed first. They were going to Benjamin and going, but they gave Jiggy and put him in suits. And made them renders for him and took all their publishing and we took, like, damn. I'm bad. You're going to start hearing more around about the government, politics, about the truth, in this world. And I'm exposing everybody. I don't give
Two of the realest voices in hip-hop tried to warn us, and now they're both gone. Before DMX died, he said he was jailed for crossing the wrong people. Before Prodigy passed, he promised to expose the entire industry. And the names they called out, Jay-Z, Diddy, the same figures tied to Biggie, Pac, and a long line of young artists who didn't make it out. Let's break down what they tried to say, and why so many believe they paid the price for saying. All right, hold up. Before we dive deeper into this rabbit hole, I need to ask you something. When DMX went to prison, what did the media tell you? Substances, right? Tax problems? The usual troubled rapper narrative they love to push? Well, what if I told you that's complete BS? And DMX himself knew it. See, here's the thing about DMX that separated him from every other artist. This man was spiritually connected in a way that made industry executives sweat bullets. He could see through their games, their manipulation, their whole sick system. And when he got locked up, instead of breaking down like they hoped, he did something that probably terrified them. He started connecting dots. Listen to what he says about his time behind bars, because this isn't your typical found God in prison story. This is something way more sinister.
You have to experiment to know what it's about, you know?
You say your music can send some of it to one.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me, I think people are curious how a guy you've sold how many records?
28 million.
And made millions of dollars.
Yeah.
How did you end up in
I think I think everyone who's watching knows how I ended up in there.
I don't know if they do.
I'm pretty sure they do. Anytime you get it, I'm pretty sure they do. You know, there's how do I end up in there? You know what? I'm gonna look at it positively and say that I came here to meet somebody. Don't know who it was, but I'll know when I see him. I came here to give him a message. And that message is Jesus loves me. You know what I'm saying? I came here to give him the word. That's why I'm here. Regardless of what it looks like, you know, regardless of what people think, that's why I'm here. I came here to meet somebody and tell them about the glory of God.
Did you catch that? Someone schemed. He was not talking about some random setup. DMX was telling us straight up that his imprisonment was orchestrated. And sources close to the situation believe he was specifically talking about Jay-Z here. But here's the kicker. He was using that time behind bars to hunt down other victims of the same system. Other artists who got played just like him. This man turned his cell into a detective agency, digging through the industry's dirty laundry to piece together who else got caught in this web of exploitation. Look, we need to talk about the most cold-blooded betrayal in hip-hop history. Picture this. You're DMX. You've got a crazy successful run at Def Jam. Everything's gold. Then your boy Jay-Z gets promoted to CEO. And suddenly you're working on what should be your biggest album yet. But here's where it gets twisted. The same dude who used to blow up your phone for everything who acted like your biggest supporter goes completely ghost the moment your album is finished.
Finish the album, shoot the video. What happened? Go on vacation. We don't know. What you mean you don't know? How do you listen to a whole album, pick a single, shoot a video, then don't know? Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. Because at first you retire, then get me off the label. Now you're back rapping again. Okay.
That silence wasn't coincidence. It was calculated destruction. Jay-Z deliberately buried DMX's 6th album because he knew it would overshadow everything he was trying to build. This wasn't business. This was elimination. DMX went from label priority to industry exile overnight, all because Jay-Z couldn't handle the competition. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to what industry insider Irv Gotti had to say about this whole situation, because he witnessed the fear in Jay-Z's eyes firsthand.
First meeting I ever had, I was like, "You gotta sign DMX." I remember when I left the office, Tina did say, she knew what I wanted to sign DMX. She said, "DMX don't sell. Yeah, it's fine." Jay and Dame did not believe in DMX. Jay would be like, "You think he's better than me?" And I'd be like, "He's nice just like you." I said, "If you look in the hood, there's less of like you, more like him." Yeah, but he don't want to live that. He's depressing, Gotti. And I said, "I don't give." So Jay used to watch me grind X, and he was off with the hitman. Then something strange happened. I made Get At Me Dog. You remember at the beginning of the video, it's the hardest. DMX, live at the time. I don't even remember the time. Funk Massacre too. Then I put that sound bite. Let's take it back to the streets, mother.
Irv Gotti just confirmed what we all suspected. Jay-Z was terrified of DMX's raw power and authentic connection with fans. And get this, Jay-Z literally came out of retirement specifically after DMX got kicked off the.
Now, back in the 90s, if you were in the hip hop, you was listening to DJ Clue mixtapes, DJ Camilo mixtapes, Funk Master Flex. Oh man, my mind just went back. He just passed away. It'll come to me. But there was a story that Jay-Z and DMX had a battle in a pool hall. Jay-Z was standing on one pool table, and DMX was standing across on the another pool table. And they said they went back and forth freestyles, back and forth freestyles. And at the end, there are a lot of people that said that DMX won that battle. And there are people that say Jay-Z won, but I think that because they don't really go into that on this video. But I think that was also a big reason why Jay-Z was fearful of DMX, because he knew DMX could rap and rap and rap and rap and rap some more. So just a little conjecture to throw in there to add on to the reasons why Jay-Z may have been fearful, as well. Seeing DMX put out 2 number 1 albums in 1 year, something that no other rapper has done, no one in hip hop has done since. I mean, that would be fearful if you were another artist and you wanted to consider yourself the king of New York.
Label. That's not coincidence. That's strategy. He waited until his biggest threat was neutralized before making his move. Now, here's the part that's going to blow your mind, because this isn't speculation. DMX himself admitted he was a direct threat to Jay-Z's empire.
X is about to go on, and I'm like, I want to see it. I like X is before you. Yeah. X is going before you. And then he goes, and the first one deafening, and I'm like, oh. He has a thing, like the Alizé and Hennessy mix. It looks like blood. Like he's drinking blood, right? And he's running back and forth. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here you go. Halfway through the show, then he takes his shirt off.
Now
The
he's
girls are screaming,
And the chain, the dog chain.
yeah, the gold chain, and then he's going nuts, right? And I'm like, first the guys are going crazy, now the girls are going crazy, and then he gets to the end.
Okay, so we know you're gonna watch this demo at double speed. All software engineers do. Buckle up. I'm keeping it quick.
And he's
Y'all have to excuse the commercials. I'm sorry. It's live.
The whole arena is crying, and I'm like, they're like, how you go?
DMX knew exactly what he represented to Jay-Z's carefully constructed image. He was everything Jay-Z wasn't. Authentic, spiritual, uncontrollable. And that made him dangerous. This admission basically signed his death warrant. Because once you acknowledge you're a threat to someone with that much power, you become a target for elimination. But the betrayal goes deeper than just shelving an album. What DMX discovered next about Jay-Z and Diddy's partnership will make your blood boil. What if I told you that DMX exposed that Jay-Z and Diddy weren't just business partners? They were running a full-scale exploitation ring together. And DMX figured it out.
The thing that the devil does, it's not so much a person, even though he acts through people. You know, you can't call one person the devil. You can't call any one person the devil. You can't do that because no one person has enough power to be the devil. You know?
What's good, Chantel?
You know, it's through all these hardships that I realized that, you know what? This is God's country because I met the devil here. Because if I hadn't met the devil here, I wouldn't realize I was strong enough to overcome the obstacles that the devil was facing my path. And it's by overcoming these obstacles that I realized that this is God's country. Because he helped me get over these obstacles.
DMX was exposing a coordinated system. He was telling us that Diddy and Jay-Z had a complete operation working behind the scenes to keep their exploitation ring running smoothly. They weren't competitors. They were business partners in the sickest sense. DMX never changed his stance about this. Whether he was in prison or out, he knew these two were working together to control and mistreat young talent. But wait, it gets worse. Listen to how DMX breaks down their entire deception playbook.
I think it's a conspiracy against me, you know, because in the absence of the truth, will prevail. So as long as nobody out there spitting real, you know, you can come up with anything and it'll sell. You know what I'm saying? But once you put the truth out there, it's like people have something to compare everything else to. So, you know, you got a lot of people who are not really happy about the fact that, you know, my album is about to drop. You know, they're not really happy about, you know, Lord, give me a sign. And, you know, we'll be in here and, you know, things of that nature. But you know what? If you want to rap or sing or whatever, don't become a part of the game. You know what? Listen to a song I call The Industry. And that pretty much explains, you know what I'm saying, what the industry. Man, it's not the same. The industry, it's not a game. The industry, really trying to get in the industry just to find they don't fit in. The industry ain't what it used to be. The industry's trying to control the way you MC. They want you to dress like this and talk like that. But I'm going to dress like this and talk with the gap. The industry got y'all word meaning nothing. The industry heard because he's bluffing. The industry, money, hate, but I dare you to try to take a thing off my plate. The industry like, wait, but the industry be like, get them. 17 up in that thing, get them sleeping, hit them. My pop webs with them. The coroner's coming to get them. Industry.
DMX just exposed their whole game plan, how they lure young artists with promises of fame and fortune, then trap them in contracts that give them complete control while paying pennies. This isn't just business exploitation. This is systematic psychological manipulation designed to break down artists' resistance and make them compliant. Now here's the part that's going to make you sick to your stomach because DMX is about to reveal the intimate component of their operation.
Is full of a bunch of sucking, riding, bend it over the desk straight up like that. Whoever don't like it, bring it. Bring it. I don't give a bring it. Bring it. Well, the industry is full of homo hate. I mean, it's like they got this new breed of rapper that's paying DJs to play these. And, you know what I'm saying? They sucking the record label executive. And it's like there's too much of that going on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let me be me. Let me be the artist that I am and just play my music. You mean? Exactly. Now they want you all up under this, you know, sitting at the going to dinner with them and like that, and You know, all that favor for a favor shit. I don't get down like that. Look, I give you the music, you give my money. That's it. A lot of the love I had for wanting to, wanting to be a part of the industry is not there anymore. I don't even associate myself with the industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an industry artist. I'm an artist in the industry. You know?
And you've always stood alone and bloodline, you're
You're not gonna see me at every party, every industry party, all the clubs. I go somewhere quiet, man, shoot pool, me and my mans in there. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit. That's the type of shit I do. You know what I'm saying? Come on, remote control cars, jump on the four-wheelers, you know what I mean? I ain't with all that in the club, throwing it up and all that. I ain't got time for that, man. That means then you find yourself doing the same every day. What are you, alcoholic? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Give it a break, man. Live a little, you know what I mean? Play with my kids, man. I play with my dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? We go somewhere, shoot pool. We do what the we do. You know what I mean? That's why you see us in places that you don't normally see. They're like, damn, why here? I'm like, man, because why are you here, you here playing video games? I ain't then. You know what I mean? These had the nerve to tell me one time, I said, yo, why I can't have two videos playing at the same time? Oh, because we don't want your videos to compete with each other. But then I turn on the TV, I ain't gonna say the artist stage, but they got 3 videos back to back.
Exactly.
I'm like, you feeding me? And you sucking these so crazy, man. What's wrong with that? Yo, I had to punch one in the face up there, man. After that, I was like, I'm not going to the office no more.
Is that how it went down?
Yeah. I'm a grown that man, and I ain't got time to be playing no kid games, man. So once I see I'm not dealing with a man, and he disrespects me, I'm breaking his jaw.
There it is, the ugly truth about what's really happening behind closed doors. DMX just confirmed that intimate exploitation is the currency of career advancement in this industry, and everyone on Diddy's payroll knew it, but stayed silent out of fear. This isn't just
What do you all think about what you all have heard DMX and Prodigy say to this point? Do you all think and I want and another thing I want to ask you all, because I wanted you all to look at this, because are the quotes being are the quotes in the videos being misconstrued? Are they being misused on this video? And I wanted you all to take a critical look at this video like I did, because it's a lot of information that's being said in here, and people can frame something any way that they want to frame it. But I wanted you all to see this because I want to know if you all are framing this the same way that I'm framing it. And this video crazy.
about music. This is about a systematic mistreatment network that uses fame as bait to trap vulnerable young artists. DMX wasn't afraid, and that's exactly why they had to silence him, because he was about to expose their entire operation, starting with their youngest victims. Now we're about to get into the most disturbing part of this whole conspiracy, and I need you to brace yourself for this, because what DMX exposed next isn't just about business exploitation. It's about Fred systematically targeting young underage people in the music industry. And when I say underage, I mean literal M's who had no idea what they were walking into.
You even talk to them face to face. You gotta talk to the crack in the door, because you in there with a. You in there with a. You gotta talk to the crack in the door. You ain't got no respect to talk to them face to face, and I'm here because of you. You.
Did you hear that? DMX just called out Jay-Z and Diddy for putting Justin Bieber and Usher in awkward positions when they were allegedly both underage. This isn't some vague industry criticism. This is a direct accusation about what these grown men were doing to Miss Justin was 15. Usher was even younger when he first got involved with these people. And DMX, being the real one he was, couldn't stay silent about it. But it gets worse, because DMX had specific examples of how Diddy operated with young artists. Listen to what he revealed about the locks.
So I said to him, no, Nigel, not without the breed.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Even though I bought lots of artists, they got signed. They were safer, about signing them. And it was a blessing and a curse, because they were sure they were happy like a sign first, and they were going to Benjamin, and but then he made him jiggy and put him in suits and made them write lyrics for him, and took all that publishing and like, damn, I'm bad.
This isn't metaphorical.
Minnie Mouse.
Of SA tied to business exploitation. Diddy would trap these young artists financially, then mistreat them physically. It's the perfect bread playbook. Isolate, control, exploit. And here's proof of how impossible it was to escape once you were in Diddy's web.
Was out here. They was here yesterday, and they said they didn't get no money.
They didn't say they didn't get no money.
The locks.
They said they felt that at this point in their career that it doesn't make sense. They feel like you get more money.
So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna tell you what I got. I'm gonna tell you what I got. Let's ask you. Let's remove me in the locks. Me and you in the business deal. I meet you when you coming up. You want me to invest in you. You know what I'm saying? You a new company. I'm invested in D Block. You know what I'm saying? I'm invested in you. You a new company. At the end of the day, here come the splits. Out of the money, you get over $1.5 million, and I get 400 or under $400,000. That's it, New York. They got over $1.5 million, and I got.
This was back then.
No, this is everything. Everything today. They got 1.5
Your
million.
whole career?
They got for the albums they put out. These remember they the streets. They not making no number 1 top 10 pop records. They the streets. So they sitting there crying like I got more money. That's the money that I got. I'm devoted. I never speak my information on the street. I will never ever do this again.
Honestly, just because I let you get some of that specifics in, we didn't really get into too much of the specifics yesterday. I guess just the point that they came up here was, you know, they might be misinformed. I don't know, yes or no, about how much exactly it is. But either way, they have been, they say, trying to get off out of this publishing deal for 10 years.
Check this. Okay. If you check this out, if you yourself, you invest in AT&T,
right?
Okay.
No, I get it.
No. You invest in AT&T. AT&T, they didn't even start making phones. Then AT&T, whatever years later, say that they want your shares back. But there's no reason. They just say that they just want their shares back. Or even better, you buy a house. You go and you buy a house on set in Harlem. You go buy the house, and
I mean, I get it. You're investing, you want it.
Yeah, but I'm saying it doesn't. So they've been calling to knock on the door saying they want their house back. They had sold their house. They didn't even sell a house. To be honest, they came up here and they're portraying in New York that they sold a house. I don't own their house. Puff does not own 50%. Puff owns 20%. I don't never divulge my information or my business, but it's just the fact that this is just so crazy, and I'm just. It's not even worth it. This is not even worth it to me. So
listen to how Puff Daddy stuttering. He studied all throughout this interview. But they didn't put the rest of the interview when the locks came on there and questioned them. Yeah, it was a wild interview. They're just playing the Puffy part.
Out of the house that I bought, I don't even own the house. I just invested in the ground floor. So now you say, just give me the ground floor back just because. I could see if it was what they were saying. They came up here and cried to New York. They cried, they used the word slavery. Over $1.5 million in slavery, and I get 400. That's slavery. There's people that are really feeling like they're working in the streets. Streets keep it real. There's people that are struggling, and they up here crying. Stop whining.
10 years. The Locks tried to get out of their bad boy contract for a full decade, and Diddy fought them every step of the way. This wasn't just about money. This was about control. Diddy had dirt on these artists and had compromised them in ways that made escape impossible. And when they went public, he turned the entire industry against them. This is the system DMX was trying to warn other young artists about, especially one artist who was already too deep in Diddy's trap to save himself. And there's one message that still haunts the streets to this day, because people believe DMX was specifically trying to warn Biggie Smalls before it was too late.
We make the moves that break the rules. A fool and his money is soon part of we take from fools. If and when you ever fall down, get back up. Drop something, stop fronting, pick that back up. Stand for something or fall for everything. Wait for the right pitch or miss with every swing. In the absence of the truth, fails. They did around truth in jail. The objective is to keep you blind. So along with the handcuffs on your arms, you got shackles on your mind. Seek and you shall find, except failure is the only crime. Fall down 8 times, get up 9.
The streets believed this message was directly for Biggie. And when you understand the timeline, it makes perfect sense. DMX already knew how Diddy and Jay-Z operated. He'd seen their intimidation tactics. their exploitation methods, their whole sick system. He was trying to tell Biggie not to fall for the trap that these industry devils had set. But here's the heartbreaking part. Biggie was already
Now, I will say that this part right here, me personally, I feel he's kind of reaching. But that's just me, and that's just this part. I feel like he's kind of reaching. That's just me.
signed to Bad Boy, already caught in Diddy's web. And DMX knew exactly why Jay-Z and Diddy were so threatened by authentic talent, like Biggie, because they couldn't control it.
It ain't about believing. It's about loving what you do and doing what you do for the pure enjoyment of knowing that you're the best at what you do. Yo, couldn't nobody get in, couldn't nobody put me down, yo. Can't be serious, dog. Can't nobody me with this rap.
Now here's where this conspiracy gets even more terrifying, because DMX wasn't the only one speaking out. Remember Prodigy? That man had receipts. While DMX was warning people from the streets, Prodigy was coming at this from a different angle, but saying the exact same thing about Jay-Z and Diddy's operation.
During my trial,
This is Eric. When he got injured in a car accident, he called Morgan and Morgan. He not only
we had gotten in contact with this guy who actually started the hip hop task force. The hip hop task force was like a myth. You know, it was a myth until my case. So the hip hop task force was created to watch Sean Puffy Combs, P. Diddy, to watch the artists that was connected with P. Diddy. And then it just grew. What they were doing was profiling black people that were making money in the music industry, even if they wasn't committing any crimes. A lot of times people say, you're a conspiracy theorist, you watch too many movies or something like that, you know? But a lot of stuff I was learning was very real, you know, and we're supposed to be out here like you know, everything is fine, life goes on. But, you know, that's something that needs to stop. Yeah, when I first realized what was happening out here in this world, the genocide that they were putting on our people, like just speaking for our people right now, covertly, that made me cry.
Be free for a second and in an undaunted manner, just talk about something that you really see and experience in this governmental system and this world at large that really causes you pain.
I like what they're doing to the kids with the immunization shots. They have major programs, immunization programs, where they're poisoning us. You know? They're infecting us with stuff on purpose. And it's called population control.
Prodigy just laid out the entire blueprint of how Jay-Z and Diddy were working together to exploit young artists. This wasn't some random beef or jealousy. This was a coordinated expose from someone who'd seen the system from the inside. And notice how Prodigy specifically calls out both Jay-Z and Diddy in the same breath. That's because he knew they were partners in this sick game. But Prodigy didn't stop there. He went directly at Jay-Z's throat with bars that were so specific, so personal, that you knew he had inside information.
Prodigy was originally on the Annie Up remix. Rest in peace to Prodigy. So it's this big argument because he's on the record and he's dissing Jay-Z on the record.
You knew this? No, I did not
Like
know this.
he's talking about I'ma shoot up your continental tea and like he's the verse was fire. You know me, I'm like, yeah, put it out, drop it, let's go. Like I went all the smoke. And like they kept it official, they kept it Brooklyn. Like nah, he not doing it. Not on our record.
Right, that's
like
real.
if you wanna and I get it. Like I was young and I understood, but now I understand like if you put out a record and you put somebody on your record, if you're supposed to be cool and you let them diss me on your record, it's up to you when I see you.
Yeah, I learned that with Bang Bang. I learned that with Bang Bang.
Yeah, it's up to you.
That wasn't just a diss track. That was a man trying to warn the culture about what Jay-Z really was. Prodigy was fearless in calling out the industry's biggest names. And just like DMX, he paid the ultimate price for speaking truth to power.
You're going to start hearing more rounds about the government, politics, about crooked is in this world. And I'm exposed to everybody. I don't give no more.
The most chilling part, both DMX and Prodigy were saying the same things about the same people, completely independently. That's not coincidence. That's confirmation. And the industry knew that if these two legends kept talking, their whole house of cards would come crashing down. Now here's what really separated DMX from every other artist in the game. He wasn't just talented, he was spiritually untouchable. And that terrified the industry power structure more than anything else. See, you can control artists through money, through contracts, through fear, but you can't control someone who's genuinely connected to a higher power. And DMX, this man had that raw, authentic energy that couldn't be manufactured or bought.
Now we get down, man. No.
Here's how my friend published her book in less than 30 days. I never thought this easy.
I mean, talking like they want to. I'm good. Ain't even got within 2 feet with a knife. You can't be serious. You can't even try to. Out of here, man. No, yo, when it's bigger than rap. Bigger than rap. And you know who the fuck I'm talking to. You only alive because of me. You only alive because of me. Yeah, remember Chicago. That's all I'm gonna say, Lo. Remember Chicago. You only alive because of me. Out of here.
Who are you talking about, though?
He knows what I'm talking about. He knows who the fuck I'm talking about. Chicago. Same flag. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. You're only alive because of me. You seen them 10 trucks parked in front of the airport? That wasn't for you. That was for me. You got found in the back of one of them. I let you live.
Did you hear that energy? I let you live. That's not just rap bravado. That's spiritual authority. DMX knew he had power that went beyond the industry's control mechanisms. And that's exactly why they feared him. He wasn't playing their games, wasn't following their scripts, wasn't bowing down to their system. And when you have that kind of authentic connection with millions of fans, you become a threat to everyone who's built their empire on lies and manipulation. DMX knew they were setting him up. Listen to what he revealed about his arrest.
Wanted, dead or alive, new artists to sell their souls in the way they survive. The industry don't give a f about you. But the industry couldn't make a dime without you. The industry.
I was watching Def Comedy Jam the night Def Comedy Jam. This is when Def Comedy Jam was live. And I was watching this live that night. And DMX wasn't even supposed to be on Def Comedy Jam that night. He just came up there and said, I got some information that I want to spit. And they let DMX. I think this is right after, I think this is a couple days after he got out of jail. I could be wrong. But this was on Def Comedy Jam when it was live. And this wasn't a part of their normal show. He showed up and he told them that he has some poetry that he had to spit, and they let him spit.
I'm sick of this industry. The industry playing them like an industry. They try to finish me quick, but I am long, so I stand strong. The beat. Listen to the words of the damn song. I only know how to speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little short joint I'm gonna hit you with. You know what I'm saying? And it basically reflects on my relationship with the industry. This is what it is. Often my words fall on deaf ears. I'll be listening, but don't hear. Talking to a nigga, he be sitting right here. I be like, where you going? Yeah.
The press was already there when he got arrested. That's not coincidence. That's orchestration. DMX knew he was being set up just like Michael Jackson, just like Tupac, just like every other truth teller who got too close to exposing their operation. They always destroy the image first, then they eliminate the person. And DMX saw it coming from a mile away. DMX knew his fate was sealed, but he kept speaking truth anyway. And that's exactly why they had to silence him permanently. Because a man with nothing left to lose is the most dangerous enemy the industry devils could face. DMX didn't just expose the industry, he predicted his own death. This man knew exactly what was coming for him, and he tried to warn us one last time before they silenced him forever. What you're about to hear isn't just a farewell message. It's a prophecy from a man who knew the devils were closing in.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to the people who are watching this?
Are you looking to start your own business? Well, look no further than busy.com. Right now, we'll complete your LLC.
Pray for me. I'll pray for you. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe everything you read. Don't believe half what you see. God bless you.
DMX knew his time was up, knew that speaking truth about Jay-Z and Diddy's operation had signed his death warrant. And just months later, he was dead from a heart attack at 50 years old. Listen to this interview from 3 years before the Diddy scandal even broke. Jaguar Wright was already telling people exactly what was happening behind closed doors.
Some information came to me, and I saw some things, official paperwork, that stated what Earl sent us.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't a drug abuse.
Wow.
What I will say, and all I can say, is that he got the he tested positive for virus. And it was stated that he had passed away from the effects of what happened to him. And
Wow.
So let me ask you this. Why do you think that they blaming it on drugs?
well, I don't understand what is the purpose if someone actually allegedly or from a reaction to the why instantly throw addiction on it? Why would you go back to one of his demons and throw that on it and make that be the narrative, even though records allegedly are now saying very different?
Well, I do know in certain situations now, it's people expiring due to there's a financial attachment in certain cases. So you can have your final request handled financially, but in certain situations, it's proven that you have the
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's part of it.
I have no
I can't
idea.
take anything to that. But
But
that's crazy.
allegedly, that handled him didn't work at the none of the staff had ever seen them before.
What?
And that's exactly what happened to him. Just like it happened to Michael Jackson. Just like it happened to Tupac. Just like it's happened to every truth teller who got too close to exposing their operation. But there's one more piece to this puzzle that's going to make everything click into place. The financial control.
This part right here is diabolical. This part that they're about to explain is diabolical. And when I heard this was like, I'll let you all listen.
They use to trap their victims before they eliminate them. See, there's a pattern that keeps repeating with every artist who tries to expose Jay-Z and Diddy's operation. Right before they die, someone mysteriously pays off their massive debts. DMX died with a $12 million debt at Def Jam. And guess who cleared it? Jay-Z, the same man who destroyed DMX's career, who went silent on his 6th album, who orchestrated his downfall, suddenly becomes his financial savior. That's not generosity. That's a cover-up. When you pay someone's debt after they're dead, you're not helping them. You're buying their silence and controlling their legacy. But this isn't the first time we've seen this playbook. Michael Jackson was over $500 million in debt at the time of his death. And just like DMX, he was speaking out about industry corruption right before he died. The pattern is always the same. They trap artists in impossible debt, use that financial pressure to control them. And when the artist finally breaks free and starts talking, they eliminate them and then pay off the debt to look like the good guy. Think about it. Why would Jay-Z pay his biggest enemy's debt? Because dead men can't expose your secrets, but their families can still talk. So you pay the debt. You become the hero in the story. And you make sure nobody digs too deep into why that person really died. This is how they've been operating for decades. Create the debt. Use it as leverage. Eliminate the threat. Then pay it off to control the narrative. DMX and Prodigy tried to warn us about this system, and they paid with their lives. But their words live on. And now, with Diddy's downfall, we're finally seeing the empire they died trying to expose crumble in real time. The question is, how many more artists are trapped in this same cycle right now? And how many more truth tellers will they silence before justice finally catches up to them? If you like this video, hit that subscribe button so
I wanted y'all to see that video because I wanted to see if you all got the same feeling watching that video as I had yesterday when I came across it. That was footage that the industry didn't want nobody to see that information. Do you think DMX and Prodigy were saying that the devil was in the details? Were they pointing out that people needed to pay attention to the details? What y'all get out of that video? And do you all believe that there are other artists that are caught up in that same type of web that they said that they had DMX and Prodigy in? What do y'all think about that video? Do y'all think it's credible? Do y'all think the information is credible? Do you think that there's truth to some of the things that they were trying to point out? We're coming up on an hour and 15 minutes into the show. First time I said it tonight. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. And then hit it again. But hit the like button. It's free. Hit the like button. Okay, Scorp said that the video she took it as facts. What do y'all think? Eccentric said she's pretty sure people from NY know what's up. So do you all think the information that he was putting out and how he was putting it out, do you think that it was a clear narrative of what DMX and Prodigy were saying? Do you all think that the narrator of that video was trying to put words in their mouth? I don't think he was. There's certain parts, like the one part I told you about, that I thought he was reaching on the part speaking on Biggie. I think that was a reach, but I think that everything else in there, I think it was the proper lens that he was giving to DMX and Prodigy's words. What y'all think? Eccentric says she doubted R. Kelly was a willing participant. Everyone's greed got him caught up. Carmel Sweet said yes, they set R. Kelly up. She said they set him up on the charges, not the actual fact, not the actual act. I put the poll out, and the poll was: has your view of Diddy changed since the beginning of the trial? 15% said yes, 85% said no. Will you stop listening to Diddy's music? I mean, I'm not. Is that bad that is it bad that R. Kelly comes on, I still listen to it? What do y'all? I mean, come on now, talk to me now. Let's have a discussion on the two videos that we just watched. Do you all think that they were taken out? Do you all think that somebody set out to get DMX hooked on drugs? Do you think somebody knew that he was weak for drugs and they supplied drugs to him for it to put speed on his downfall? YWG said he's still gonna listen to Diddy. Carmel Sweet said Diddy and Jay-Z plotted a lot of stuff. And if you notice, when one had drama, the other swoop in to help, but hides his hand as to make it look like he stand. Same thing I said, Crumble Sweets. Same thing I said. And that's why I put those pictures on the thumbnail. And that's just some of them. Jay-Z and Puff Daddy have hundreds of pictures together at different functions and different. Yeah, these dudes is thick as thieves. These dudes is thick as thieves. What do y'all think? I mean, Prodigy died by choking on an egg. Just listen to the sound of that. Prodigy died from choking on an egg. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I need y'all to hit the like button. Were DMX and Prodigy talking from the heart? Okay. We got Laura Wise in the house. Laura Wise. Laura Wise said, I may not stop listening to everything that he did. He produced a lot of music. But I also don't feel like Diddy was singing to my 15-year-old niece. I don't know who Diddy was singing to. Okay, okay. YWG brought up some other names. He said Mike J, Michael Jackson, Prince, Craig Mack, and Easy E were taken out. Okay. But why is it always? I mean, I'm gonna ask you, is hip hop is hip hop part of is it part of COINTELPRO? Is hip hop COINTELPRO now? Is hip hop just a big old op? Is hip hop a government operation now? Well, I won't say a government operation because I mean, we won't say that. Carmel Sweet said, when the industry started exposing the truth, they all died very mysterious and out of the blue. Going all the way back to Sam Cooke. If you don't know the story of Sam Cooke, you should look it up. Sam Cooke was the original, one of the original artists who came out and said that I own all my masters. I want to own my own record label. I want to distribute my music. He came out and said that, and they killed him. Sam Cooke. Jug said they go after people that do not play the game. I mean, these mysterious deaths have been going on for a long time. These mysterious deaths have been going on for a long time. Or why I said fame in general is an overall setup. That's why they sign mentally unstable and easily manipulated young adults. Wow. Fame in general is an overall setup. That's why they sign mentally unstable and easily manipulated young adults. That's a statement. What about the older people who sign? And do we think that this occur in other music genres? Or is this something that is just designated to black music? Wow. Okay. Okay. Or why said honestly, she thinks Bobby Womack has. I mean, he could have been. I mean, that's possible. That's possible, but that could just be a byproduct of Sam Cooke wanting. I mean, come on now. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but I think it's a little bit deeper than just Bobby Womack wanting his wife. 'Cause I don't think Bobby Womack had to kill Sam Cooke to have his wife. He had already had her. So I don't think he. And I don't. I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Yeah, Sam Cooke was different. Sam Cooke was different. It was different. He wanted ownership. Sam Cooke wanted owner. He had ownership of his masters. He wanted ownership and distribution. And you know, I understand what you're saying, law wise, but they could just be put out there as a frame. As a frame. But Bobby won't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Bobby Womack would have done that. I don't know if his disdain for Sam Cooke was. I don't. He already had his woman. I don't think he wanted to kill the man, but possibly. But were DMX and Prodigy taken out? Yeah, I couldn't. I didn't understand. I don't. That's one thing that I didn't understand is the bad stuff that Bobby Womack did to Sam Cooke. Women didn't stop listening to Bobby Womack's music. Bobby Womack may have been more popular after Sam Cooke passed. That's yeah. My mother loved Bobby Womack. I couldn't. But yeah, I could. My mother loved Sam Cooke too, but she loved Bobby. Yeah, late. Yeah, so I think that may be a good show. We may have to look at Bobby Womack and Sam Cooke. That may be a good show. So that's a wow. That was a because they was friends. They was tight. Sam Cooke and Bobby Womack were tight. I guess Bobby wanted his woman, but that may be a show in the works. Sam Cooke and Bobby Womack. That'll be something for the youngsters that they yeah, that's a okay. Jug said they trying to take out R. Kelly now. You don't think R. Kelly I mean, is R. Kelly getting high in jail? And if he's getting high in jail, could he have accidentally had an overdose and just I mean, could he purposely have did an overdose to try to get out of jail? YWG said the drugs that were given to X was laced on purpose. So you think they gave him a hot shot? They gave DMX a hot shot. Squirt Mama said possible. So these mysterious deaths have been happening to artists who were different all throughout time. Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, the singer from The Who. Ain't Jim Morrison the dude from The Who? Oh no, we got two comments. I gotta get them both up here. First, we're gonna go with this one, and we're gonna come back to Laura Wise. YWG said overdose will not only get you out of jail, but it'll get you out to play. It'll get you 6 feet deep. Laura Wise said, y'all are capping for R. Kelly. Laura Wise thinks R. Kelly is setting himself up so he can. Yeah, that's what I said. I think R. Kelly, yeah, he might have, yeah, he OD'd, but was like, soon as I go get them people, I'm gonna hit this whatever they smoking, and I'm gonna hit it a little harder this time. Y'all go get the people, and we gonna say I had an OD. Wow, Laura Wise says she's not gonna miss R. Kelly. Oh, okay. Jim Morrison was okay. Doors, the Who. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know the dude from the Who died. The dude from the Doors. It's been a lot of mysterious deaths, not just hip hop. Not just hip hop. There's been a lot of mysterious deaths of people that were counter culture of what the government wanted them to do. Juggernaut said they said the overdose came from the facility treatment. And Scorpio, you took it to another. Scorp said YWG, he might want to get off the planet. He might not want to be in jail. I don't know. R. Kelly might be a little bit too vain to hurt himself. Scorp, I love my shirt. Hey y'all, I'm gonna say it again. If you want something made that's in your team, Scorp Mama is cold with the sewing machine. Tell her what your team is, and she'll get on that sewing machine. Yeah, she got me together. It's my game day shirt this year. Usually it's a, but I got my. You know what? I still got my. Got my Dion jersey, but yeah, this when I yeah when I want to be halfway suave for game day, I'll put this one on. But yeah, go check out Squirt Mama. Check her page out. Hit her up. Have her make something for you. She cold with it. She's cold with it. Yeah. YWG, man, she's I don't see. Hold on. What happened to the oh no. Oh well. Y'all gonna have to deal with my voice now. But yeah, YWG, she says she can't make no 6X. She don't got that much material. She said she can just go up to double X. So if you a big dude, 6X, nah, I'm joking. I'm joking, big dudes. I'm joking. His Squirt Mama up. His What is R. Kelly being treated for in the I don't know. What is he being treated for? Okay, Juggernaut TV said there's underlying rules that determine who stays and who goes. Clive Davis is probably behind a few of the allegedly. Allegedly. We didn't even bring up Whitney Houston. Now this ain't no medium, brother. This fits me right. Quit playing. Quit playing. Quit hating. Yep, I told you. She said she can't make no 6X. She said, hell to the no. She can't make no 6X. Wow. They said it was muscle spasms. Muscle spasms, and they gave him some pain pills. That sound like he paid somebody. Wow. Since you said Clive Dave is like the Rockefellers, they gotta be vampires. Yep, Scorp made the shirt for me. Karma, she made the shirt for me. Yeah, she got me together. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, Scorp. Karma Sweets is a Cowboy fan, so she probably wants you to make a. She wants you to make a couch cushions cover. She wants you to make some. She wants you to make a cover for her couch cushions. Cowboys couch cushion cover. But yeah. Oh, he had blood clots. He's not getting out of jail. But tonight we talked about Prodigy and DMX and a lot of the interviews that they did prior to their untimely deaths. And there were reoccurring themes that kept coming up in all of the interviews. There were people that were antagonizing them. And some believe that the people that were antagonizing Prodigy and DMX were Puff Daddy and Jay-Z. Five X cushions? Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Scorp Caramel Sweets wants you to make us some couch cushion covers. Y'all, wow. Y'all crazy. But yeah, we talked about Prodigy and DMX and the videos and the interviews that they put out where basically they were railing against the industry. Prodigy was Prodigy and DMX were saying that there were people in the industry that were messing with M's, were messing with Cole. The people that go down and get the Cole M, yeah. But we're not talking about Cole. We're talking about youngsters. Both of them threw those accusations out there. What did Prodigy and DMX know? They both made mention of D suckers, homosexual activities, and they were speaking freely and independent of each other. What did they know? John Lennon? Yeah, I think John Lennon got killed by MK Ultra. YWG Karma Sweets. YWG said he know the back of your feet don't get wet. Boy, y'all crazy. It's just Monday. It's nowhere near Friday. I need y'all to chill out. I need y'all to chill out. Juggernaut TV said, as a witness, the industry is dirty and full of yes people. I can second that from working in the radio industry. I can second that. There are some good people in the music in the radio industry, but I can second what Juggernaut TV says. I second that. Pretty Tony, what's going on, brother? What's going on with you, man? We got to go to Wednesday night, man. We going to reggae night. I'm just letting y'all know. Wednesday night, I will be doing Wednesday night show live from reggae night at Washington Park. So Wednesday show may start at 7, may start at 8, may start at 9. I'm not sure. It's going to start somewhere in there, but Wednesday night, I will be going live from reggae night at Washington Park. And I'll be kicking it with Pretty Tony. Pretty Tony said, Diddy been involved in a lot of rappers' demise since Biggie. Wow. Laura Y said she agrees, Jug, and yes, people will get you killed. Dang. I didn't take it that far, but okay. But DMX and Prodigy were speaking. I'm not gonna say reckless, truthful from their experiences. Because in order to come out and say the things that they were saying, they had to have seen things or heard things. Just like the Diddy stuff. It was kind of known that Diddy was doing stuff with Cassie that was, because 50 Cent said in the interview that he received some of the freak out videos involving Cassie, and he called Puffy, and he said Puffy was like, yeah, you won't come? You won't join in? 50 said he was like, fuck no, nigga, you need to get the, excuse my language. Like, no. He said, I thought that was your woman. You got your woman at her like that? Oh yeah, yeah. I'll be there with you, pretty Tony. We will be there. Oh, he'll be there with the gas. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, Chantel. She don't got no green. Chantel, she don't got no Green Bay Packers. She don't got no Green Bay Packers material. She just got Cowboys material. So if you're not a cow, I forgot to say, if you're not a Cowboy fan, she's probably not gonna be able to make it. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay. Oh, she said she need a hot girl. We know it ain't gonna be jersey length because if it was jersey length, it'll be too much material. You got some couch cushions too. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It need to be large in the front. It need to be large in the it need to be large in the front. She ain't got no big back. She ain't got no big back, but she need to be large in the front. Big back, big back. She ain't got no big back. Yeah, Laura Wise said Diddy was an open secret. Everyone knew. Diddy going down for co-mingling funds. Rico Suave. Wow, she called my man Rico Suave. Uh, he said, "What is pack up? Got Packers fans in the house." But yeah, go check out Squirt Mama's page. She'll get you together. She'll get you. Yeah, she'll get you together. She'll get you. Yeah, she know what she's doing on the sewing machine. She'll get you together. She got me together. Thank you, Squirt Mama. I love Squirt Mama. I love me some Squirt Mama. Now just now Scorp, just tell me how much I gotta send you because I want my poncho. The one I stick my neck through and it hang down like the little Mexican do. Yeah, I need him. I need a poncho. I need a poncho. Boy, y'all, something wrong with y'all. What if we're not going to that conversation tonight. Y'all not drawing you all are not drawing me into the Friday conversation on Monday. No. We're talking about Prodigy, DMX, and if Jay-Z and Puff Daddy were antagonizing them because based on their words and what they were saying, they were speaking directly to people. Prodigy and DMX were speaking directly to people. That will cause fear in a power structure that doesn't want you to know what they're doing in the shadows. Uh, okay. We got Detroit Lions. Okay, yeah, Scorp. We trying to get Scorp needs subscribers so she can go live. If you have not subscribed to Scorpio Mama's page, go subscribe. I think she's at like 50 or 60 subscribers. She needs 40 more subscribers so she can go live. She needs 100 subscribers. She's trying to go live. She's been trying to go live. She's been posting shorts. Go subscribe to Scorpio Mama's page so she can go live so she can really show y'all some of this stuff she's been over there making. Here we go now. Now we got people talking about Green. We got Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions. YWG said he's gonna hit Scorp Mama to make him some Ravens, but hey man, she don't. You just gonna have to make a tablecloth with some arms on it. I tell you, gee. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking, YWG. But yeah, go check out Scorp Mama's page. Subscribe to her page. She's trying to get 100 subscribers so she can start going live, so she can start showing everyone the stuff that she makes. But yeah, go check Scorp Mama out. Let me turn. Let me give y'all the 360. Let me give y'all the 360. Give y'all the 360. Yeah, hit Scorp Mama up. She'll get you together. She'll get you together. Oh, Caramel Sweets. Pull it. Yeah, go put that Dallas Cowboys cheerleader outfit uniform on. And I need you to come onto the panel after you get that bad boy on. You got the little white boots too. You got the little high kicking boots. But yeah, we've been talking about DMX, Prodigy, and the things that they were saying before both of their untimely deaths. And they were saying some crazy things about Jay-Z and Puff Daddy. And if you didn't get a chance to see the video, go back and restart the video. It's two good videos. And like I said, the opinions that were expressed in those videos by DMX and by Prodigy, those are not the opinions of the Adult Conversations with Maas show. But we did watch it and we did base some of our opinions on what we saw and what we heard. Sometimes, when people put videos out like that, they try to frame stuff to give you a certain viewpoint that they want you to have. But I think that you really couldn't do that because DMX words and Prodigy's words were more powerful than anything that the guy that was narrating that video could do. But shouts out to, hold on. Shouts out to, oh my God. I put their name in the Industry Secrets. Shouts out to Industry Secrets. What? What? Man, here y'all go, man. Here y'all go. It's Monday night, y'all. It's Monday night. It's Monday night. My man's talking about it's Monday night, wide open. You fell asleep Friday night anyway, but it's Monday night. But yeah, we've been talking about Prodigy, DMX, and basically how they were connected to Puff Daddy and Jay-Z, and basically some of the statements that they were making about Puff Daddy and Jay-Z in relations to things that were going on in the industry. There was a lot of accusations that were thrown around by DMX and by Prodigy. They left clues. They said a lot of stuff. But really, it's up to you to base your own opinion based on their words. We watched that video together tonight, and I want to think that people have some type of opinion based off what we saw. We also talked about the other people in the industry that have met untimely deaths when they railed against the industry. It's a lot of it's a lot of, and it's not just people that are associated with hip hop. There's lots of movie stars that have gone against the grain. Several of these people that have been eliminated were allegedly producing videos talking about PDF files. You all know what I'm talking about, PDF files. What? Exactly, Laura Wise. Laura Wise, thanks for coming. Get your workout on. You got hot yoga tonight. You got a hot late night. Hot yoga at 11 o'clock. What kind of, hold on now. You know what? I never really thought about that. What kind of hot yoga is you doing at 11 o'clock at night? That would sound like that sound like too hot to tango. It takes two to tango. That's what that sounds like. Hot yoga at 11 o'clock at night, Laura Wise? Laura Wise, we're going to need to have a conversation with you on Friday night about your your late night hot yoga sessions. What? Hold on now. Don't put me in that conversation. Now, and I most definitely wasn't lying about your couch cushions. Don't quit playing. But yeah, we coming up on an hour and 52 minutes in the show. Probably gonna go for a few more minutes. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We're doing different things. I can't, I don't want to be talking at y'all every night. So we're gonna learn together. We're gonna base opinions together based on stuff we see. Yeah, we'll have conversations. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. These Law Wise 11 o'clock hot yoga class. Get the hell out of here. I know what that sounds like. But we're gonna leave that conversation for Friday night. Hot yoga at 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, it's hot yoga, all right. Sound like a hot pretzel with mustard. But yeah, this has been your boy Maas Appeal with another edition of Adult Conversation with Maas. Y'all know me. I'm gonna talk about stuff that ain't nobody gonna talk about. I have no fear. I'm gonna bring stuff up. It's out there for us to look at.
Lab Addicts Music Group.
R.I.P. Prodigy and DMX. Tonight we took a look at some of the things they had to say. A lot of people feel that the interviews that we viewed tonight are the reasons that they are no longer among us. I have my opinion. I hope you all have your opinion. But you have to look at stuff like this when there are people saying things of this nature. We have to take a hard, discerning look so that we can know what the victims look like today. I'll be back tomorrow night. This is your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, Maas Appeal. I appreciate y'all staying here with me tonight. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 23 hours from now. It's your boy. I'm out. You damn hoochie mamas. You damn hoochie mamas.